right, Michael Cook is here. We got to review two movies today, 28 Years Later and Deep Cover. We're going to do 28 Years Later
Let's
first?
do 28 Years Later, opening today at a theater near you. This is actually the third movie from the 28-year universe. It was 28 days later than 28 months. Now here we're 28 years later. You have to see. You do not have to see the previous film to enjoy this particular movie. The premise is that a virus has infected the UK and basically turn people into zombies, you know, kind of these rage, they call it the rage virus. There at the beginning they see the virus take over the UK. Flash forward 28 years later, and off the coast of Scotland, there's a small island where a community has developed away from the zombies, and they farm, they learn, and they keep each other safe. But they do go to the mainland from time to time to forage for various supplies. Aaron Taylor Johnson takes his son, played by newcomer Alfie Williams, to go to the mainland as a kind of a rite of passage to get his first kill of a zombie. There they encounter obviously these just absolutely terrifying zombies who at times can just run at full speed.
Is that them there?
That's them there, exactly. And they have to run and escape and try to keep themselves safe. At the same time, Alfie Williams, his mother, played by Jodie Comer, is clearly sick with something. They don't know exactly what it is because there's no doctors, there's no medicine on this island. So he decides to take his mother to a doctor that apparently is somewhere hidden in the forests of this of the UK to try to find some kind of cure for her. This movie is just absolutely amazing.
Ooh,
let me just say this. It is from that genre, that kind of a horror genre. The zombies are terrifying. It changes pace and tones all at the exact right time to keep you engaged. Ralph Fiennes coming in the third act really raises it to a different level. I just really love this movie, which is why I give it a 9 out of 10.
I was guessing.
It was just a good thrill ride of a flick.
All right, cool. So I don't have to see 28.
Nope, you can see this one.
28, was it 28 days and 28 weeks?
28 days and 28 weeks, not 28 years. You can see this one, you don't need to see
Why have I
the
never heard
others.
of these? You reviewed them, right?
Well, they were like 20 years ago, literally.
You weren't here then.
Exactly.
Where were you?
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
All right, let's go to Deep Cover.
Deep Cover, this premiered recently on Amazon Prime. There you see Bryce Dallas Howard. She is trying to become an actress in London, and to make a living, she teaches improv classes there in that city. Orlando Bloom plays an out-of-work actor who takes himself way too seriously, just can't get any good roles. He decides to take the improv class to just kind of keep himself juiced up. Nick Mohammed plays a mild-mannered tech guy who also takes the improv class to kind of break out of his shell. Well, the basic premise is there you see Sean Bean. He's a London police officer, and he decides to hire these improvers to do kind of low-level stings. And like their first assignment is to buy illegal cigarettes at a convenience store. It's supposed to be easy in and out. No problem, but through a confluence of events, they actually get drug into the drug trade, as it were, and they have to improv their way into various scenarios using their just sort of making it up, improving as they go along. A great cast with Ian McShane playing one of the villains, along with Paddy Considine as another one who's kind of conflicted about what he does for a living. Let me say this, the premise just sounds silly in terms of these three improv actors trying to, get into the underworld, but this movie works. It is, it's one of the rare action comedy that is actually funny. I thought the interplay between Bryce Dallas Howard and her co-stars was absolutely fantastic. It made me laugh out loud many times, which is tough to do for any comedy. So this is a nice hidden gem on Amazon Prime. I recommend it, which is why I give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. You actually went the opposite way. You were saying it's a premise you didn't think it'd work, but it worked. I actually thought it was a good premise that wasn't going to work.
This one worked all the way.
All right, well, cool. It's the other way.
That's the fun part of movies.
That's why you have your job and I don't do your job. All right. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.